Next card we're going to do is this one. And so for this one, you do need your pencil, because in order to make this work, you're going to have to erase the outlines. Because if you look at this closely, you can see that the edges are not complete, but your eye kind of fills in the blanks of where things are missing, because that's what your eye likes to do. So first thing you're going to do here is you're going to use your pencil to draw a line down from the top that this ornament is hanging, and then you're going to draw a circle. And I am not good at circles, so I'm going to draw lots of circles until I find a circle. This is just how I do it. How do you do a circle? Do you just get it right the first try? I guess I should practice circles more. It just isn't that much fun. So, okay, that's lovely. I have a circle now. And then I'm just gonna follow the same idea that I came up with earlier, because I liked it well enough. So this one's gonna have sort of a capper on the top, and then it's kind of shaped a bit like a light, Christmas light, with a curve on the bottom. And then this last one, I was trying to make it look like a icicle when I drew it earlier. So I just did like a squiggle going down like this. And then from the other side, a matching squiggle that gets closer and closer and closer until it touches, because it's melting. Nice. All right, so Nikki is making this card along with me. That is awesome. And so now, and Ashley says that she has to keep her hand still and keep turning the paper to make circles. Yes, I did that for the Captain America tutorial that I just uploaded last week, or this week, because I wanted those circles to be perfect. And see how I can make a perfect circle, I just have to do it with my paper turning. So just like this, I have a harder time making it look good. But I did a good job, I'm happy. So this is the dangly beads for this ornament. And now what I'm gonna do for this is kind of cool. I'm gonna just show the top of this ornament like this, and the bottom down here. And then I'm going to leave a little gap where the pencil is, but there's no marker. And then I'm not good. Lucas says, "What do you mean you're not good with circles?" I'm not good at making circles on the first try with a free hand. I have to keep going over my lines a bunch of times to make a circle. But I eventually am good with circles. Just I can't do it the first try. So that's kind of what I mean. Not beating myself up about it, just it's a fact. Okay, so now what I'm doing is another row of these marker squiggles, but I'm keeping on leaving a gap in between. So I just make along the edge of the circle, and I could even do the target on the other side, along the edge of the circle, leaving a gap in between, and then I'm just sort of zigzagging my way from side to side. And it doesn't have to be the same thickness, it's just kind of random, which is what makes it look neat. And then again, another little line here, and some zigzags making their way across. And I can fit one more, so tiny little lines here. So Nikki says she messed up the circle. Did you use pencil, dear? Because if you did, all is not lost. You can erase it, try again. The great thing about this card is that you see what the idea is, and then you don't have to keep up with me if you don't have it going along. And James has a suggestion for us, very good one, which is that you could try tracing a circular item, like a can or a shaker or a cup or the end of your glue stick, anything that's circular. You could trace those. Well, this wouldn't be as good, I don't think. You know what would be great would be something that's actually flat, like that you could go around it, like a quarter, or even the cover from a yogurt container, so that your hand could like balance on the table at the same time. And once you draw the circle, then you can trace around it. That's kind of the way I think I learned to make circles, was by tracing them a lot. Eventually I got better at them. Okay, so now I'm onto the green ornament, and same idea here. I'm just going to sort of indicate the bottom and the top a little bit more than the rest. And then I'm going to do a slightly different arrangement than the last one. So same idea though, a little bit of a line on each side. And in this one, I'm just going to do dashes up and down. And so for this green one, just little dashes up and down. So I'm really glad so many people have managed to make it to the live stream today. I saw a lot of people complaining that they didn't like that it was the day was today because they were probably going to be shopping with the Black Friday. I was kind of hoping that by this late in the day, it's late for me, that maybe you would be done shopping. But I guess if you're in California, it's not late. Alright, so this is like the foreground of the glass ornament. And then I'm just going to make a few little tiny lines in between that make it look like you can see the ones at the back. Okay, that is 2. Now I'm going to do the icicle one, and I had chosen to do this one with a blue color. So I have choices for blue. I have this blue, and I have this blue, light blue and dark blue. So I want your opinion. Should I use the light blue or should I use the dark blue for this last one? Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to go all the way down with dashed lines. Dash, dash, dashed. All the way down. I am going to use both blues. That's a good idea, because I just figured out why. Alright, so there's the very bottom. Now, because this is melting, what you're going to do is you're going to try and make it look like it's swirling. So I started a bit higher and I brought this down towards the other side. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to bring it down towards the other side. And then maybe this one I'll bring it down the other way. So it just gives it more of a twisty-turny kind of look about it. And then it's going to have a little bit of texture, so some very faintly touching, faint little lines going down through this whole icicle. Alright, so here's the fun part. We get to erase all of these pencil lines, and then it's going to look super cool. And so already, can you see the difference here? Look at that. So it's leaving just the outline that we colored in, and it's removing the actual outline of the shape. So it just has this very transparent look about it. It looks like glass ornaments that you can actually see through, colored glass ornaments. Alright, so that's card number 3.